This is a review of the Rosette Guitar Products Diamond Secure Tie Block System. These are little tools that help to secure the guitar string to the bridge of a classical guitar. This replaces the traditional tying method on a classical guitar. There are a couple of versions of this product. There are a couple competitors. They are sometimes called string beads or string plates or tie blocks. I chose the Diamond Secure Tie Block System because of its low profile and compact design. I looked at the bridge beads, and I didn't like them because they stuck out further away from the bridge than this product. And I also looked at the string plates, which are flat pieces of metal and plastic, but those seem to leave indentations in your saddle from the strings. I've used diamond tie blocks for a few years now, and they've been really durable and secure, and have never let a string slip. They come 7 to a packet and come in ivory and black. The profile is very low, about 5 millimeters, and the entire set is very light, so you don't have to worry about the weight affecting the vibration of your guitar. I've used the diamond tie blocks for a few years now, and they've been really durable and secure, and they've never had a string slip. They come 7 to a packet and come in black and ivory. I've chose the black version. If I open these up, you'll see that the profile is very low. It's only about 5 millimeters on the profile. So I have them installed on my guitar right now, and they don't stick out too far. The string beads actually come out a little bit further, which I don't like. There's an internal string cavity inside, right there, that allows the string to loop, so there's minimal touching of the wood with the string. And that's one advantage over the string plates. However, all these products share in common is that they will increase the string break angle, which is right here. So normally when you tie a string, it comes back around and it pulls underneath this top string, and that increases the break angle. With this one, there's no need to come back around over here, and so therefore the break angle is increased. So if you have a low saddle, which I happen to have, you may consider using this product. I like how secure these are. For the bass strings, they're held on by the tension of the string as a traditional bridge. And since the strings are wound, they work just fine that way. There's plenty of tension and friction to keep the string there. Where this product really shines is on slippery treble strings, especially carbon strings. Carbon strings are notoriously slippery, and they require 3 to 4 different winds so that they do not slip. And I've used that before in the past, but I've always felt hesitant about the security of the tie. So let me show you how I tie these for both the bass and the treble string. Here's my guitar here, and what I normally do is I have my bass string like this, and I'll put it through like that, leave enough tension, and I'll take my tie block, and there's 2 different sides. One, they both have 3 holes on both sides, but one has a cavity. So I'll take the side with the cavity, and I'll face it toward toward the bridge, and put the string in through the bottom of the hole. And while looking at it, I'll come up through the upper right. I'll come back through the upper right-hand side, and then come back through the cavity. Leave a little bit of excess. Allow that to loop down, and then pull this tight, and then I'll cinch it tight like that, so that you'll see the winding is gone inside the cavity, and this, for the bass strings, that's actually flush right there, so it won't touch the wood. And I just pull that tight, like that, and then I'll wind that up on the top on the tuner. For the treble strings, I like to do what they recommend, which is to add an extra loop around the cavity. And in addition to that, as you'll see on my guitar here, there's extra loops as well. And I use these just as an extra set of precaution, although I never had a problem with string slipping in the first place. So again, I'll take my E string and I'll put it through here. Leave plenty of extra excess. And once again, this tie block has 2 sides. One has a cavity, one doesn't have a cavity. So I'll take the cavity and I'll face it toward the bridge. Pull it through. While I'm looking at the tie block now, I'm going to feed it through the upper right, through the cavity, back out. Now I'm going to feed this through the upper right again, and this is the extra loop. Come back to the cavity, and I'm going to add some slack to the first cinching wire. Come through here, and so there you have it. So this is what they recommend as far as a double loop. What I like to do is I like to add an extra loop around here. So I'll back this off a little bit so I have some space. And I'll come back around like so. I'll do that once, and I'll do that another time. And I'll pull this wire tight, and I'll show you what it looks like. Oops, slipped out. Okay, so I have this here, and I'll pull this tight, and let me show you what I've got here. So now I have 2 loops through the cavity, and now I have 2 loops through this cinching wire. And so basically I use this as a visual gauge to see when these loops start to change in size, then I know something's slipping, although nothing has slipped in the past. And I'll usually cut this off, the excess off, like that. And I'll take this, and I'll cinch it back up to here, and then I'll tie it at the top of the tuner. The nice thing about these tie blocks is that they don't use the tension to keep the string secure. Once you've tied it properly, you can detune your guitar and tune it back up again without any fear of the string slipping. And why might you want to do this? Well, I can think of 3 specific reasons why you might find this helpful. If you need to take your strings off on the guitar to adjust anything inside, whether perhaps you have a SageWorks guitar support and you need to adjust the magnets, which usually it takes about 3 or 4 times to get in the right spot, or if you have electronics or batteries inside your guitar, you may need to take the strings off to get access to those. You may also want to swap out your saddles. So in my situation, I have 2 different saddles. I have a lower saddle and a higher saddle. For the lower saddle, I use that for high tension strings, and for the higher saddle, I usually use that for low or medium tension strings. And so that allows me to fine tune the action of my guitar very easily. The other reason why you might want to do this is a trick that I saw on David Russell's website, which you may have learned from somewhere else. But his trick is, if you're a nail player and eventually you'll get a scratchy underside of your top E string, and there's a way to replace that scratchy underside with a different part of the string so you don't have to replace your strings as often. And the basic principle behind that is, let's say this is your E string, and let's say this is the scratchy spot underneath, right here. Right, what you would do is you'd loosen your string, right, and then you turn it 2 full rotations. So that's 1, and that's 2. Pull it tight, and then retighten your string. And what that will do is it'll take the scratchy underside and actually put it on the top side, which will reveal a fresh part of the string on the bottom side for your nail. And I've used this trick many times if I'm coming up to a performance and I want to have fresher strings without letting new strings settle in. So this has been a really great trick for me. So there you have it, a review of the Rosette Diamond Secure Tie Block System. The tie block system is a good option, but there are other options out there too. More details and links at www.nylonplucks.com/beads. And if you like tips like this for the classical guitar, subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red button below. This site is for the classical guitar enthusiasts and includes articles, how-tos, buying guides, and reviews like this one. Thanks for watching.